My friends kept forgetting their wallets. Then I found a group chat betting on my money. I'm 18, and I finally told my friends I'm never going out with them again. For a while their pranks felt harmless, like hiding my phone charger or switching my shampoo with hair gel. I laughed because I didn't want to be the sensitive one. Then the joke turned into money. The first time was at Applebee's. 4 of us ate, the check came, and everyone did the same act, patting their pockets and saying, "Oh man, I forgot my wallet." I thought it was real, so I paid. It was $58. They said they'd Venmo me that night. They didn't. I texted the next day, polite, like, "Hey, can you send it?" They left me on red, then acted normal at school. A week later we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Same routine. I paid $73. They promised Friday for sure. Friday came, and they acted like I was imagining it, like I was the one being weird. After that, it kept happening. Always in public. Always with a waiter standing there. Always with them smiling like I had no choice. I work at McDonald's, so I'm not rich, but from March through August, I covered them 14 times. I started keeping a running total in my notes app and saving receipts in my glove box because I felt crazy. The number hit $847.32. At home, my mom noticed my savings going down and asked what I was spending on. I panicked and told her it was textbooks for senior year. She believed me right away, which somehow made it worse. Last Friday, one of them texted our group chat and said we should hit Texas Roadhouse to celebrate finishing college apps. I said, "I'm broke." He said, "Relax, everyone's paying their own way this time." Before we even left, I asked, "For real? Separate checks?" And they all said yes, laughing like I was dramatic. I checked my account again. I had $60.38 until my paycheck hit Monday. I figured I could buy something cheap and be fine. We got there around 7:30, and the place was loud and smelled like grilled meat and butter. The second we sat down, they ordered like they were trying to prove something. Big steaks, appetizers, extra sides. They kept nudging me, "Get the ribs," and when I said no, they laughed and called me cheap. I ordered the cheapest thing I could find, a $12.99 burger and water, and kept my hands in my lap so they wouldn't see me shaking. When the check came, it was $284.67. The waiter put it in the middle of the table and just stood there, pen ready, like he'd seen this before and didn't want to get pulled into it. There was this heavy pause, and then all 4 of them did the pocket routine again like it was rehearsed. "Bro, I left my wallet in my car. My mom has my card. My bank app isn't working." Then one of them said, "I thought you were covering everyone." My chest tightened. My face felt hot. I could feel people at nearby tables looking over. I pulled out my phone, opened my banking app, and turned it toward the waiter. "I have $60.38, I said. "I can pay for mine, but that's it." The waiter nodded, but my friends got loud fast. "What the heck, dude? You're really gonna embarrass us? This is messed up." While they were talking over each other, I noticed one of them had his phone up, recording me, not even hiding it. Something in my head went quiet, like a switch flipped. I reached over and grabbed his phone before he could move it. He jumped up and tried to grab it back, and I stepped away from the table. He yelled, "Give it back!" But I was already tapping the screen. There was a group chat I'd never seen before titled ATM Machine. My name was all over it. They'd been running a bet since March on how much money they could get out of me before I snapped. Everyone tossed in $20. Whoever guessed closest to the final amount would win the pot. I scrolled and saw guesses like $750, $900, $1,000, and $1,200. Then I saw their tracker. Current total, $847.32. It matched my notes exactly. Under it were messages like, "He's so easy, and easiest money ever, and his mom probably thinks he has a problem." My hands started shaking so hard I could barely breathe. The waiter was still standing there, and now the whole table felt like it was under a spotlight. I took a photo of the chat and the tracker, airdropped it to myself, and put the phone back down. Then I stood up. I said loud enough for nearby tables to hear, "I'm done paying for you. You owe me $847.32, and I'm taking you to small claims court. I have the receipts and your texts." They just stared, like I was the bad guy. One of them tried to laugh and say, "It's just a joke," but nobody else laughed. I looked at the waiter and said, "Please split my check. I'm paying mine right now." I paid for my burger, tipped, blocked all 4 of them, and walked out. Behind me, I heard the waiter say, "Okay, separate checks for you guys." I sat in my car for a few minutes and watched through the window as they argued, then started calling their parents to come pay because none of them actually had the money either. Now my daughter is calling me cruel for asking for proof. Was I wrong?